The following is a paid commercial program paid for by the friends and supporters of the What is True television program. The opinions and views expressed in this program belong to its sponsors and are not those of this station or their affiliates or their employees.
In this remarkable world we live, we stand amazed at the grandeur of creation. We open our eyes and are amazed. We find creative design, but we also find chaos. How do these things coexist? Is one perceived and the other real? If so, what is true? For what are we all yearning? Hello and welcome to What is True. My name is Dennis Carroll. I am the host of What is True each Sunday morning, and for the last 25 years at 8 o'clock on KARZ, we have brought you the programming that addresses the question of what is true. We come to you today to try to invite you to tune in on Sundays. We also have a YouTube channel on What is True with Dennis Carroll or Don Patton, and you can access the information that we provide on that anytime. But I want to bring something to your attention, and it's worthy of having these few minutes together. If you could pause and just consider with me. The atheists sound an alarm with the school shootings and the things that we've experienced. With the decline in Christianity, we see that there are problems. It's seriously hurting our society. As society fades into the future, into our civilization's rear view mirror, further into the rear view mirror, many intelligent atheists are beginning to realize the Enlightenment, they call themselves, may have only achieved success because in wielded influence into a Christian culture, in a truly secular society in which men and women live their lives beneath empty heavens and expect to be recycled rather than resurrected, there's no solid moral foundation for good or for evil. And without the Christian underpinning of our society, it will be up to us to decide what is right and wrong, and our current culture wars clearly illustrate. Our civilization will tear itself apart before we regain consensus. So Dawkins, the godfather of evolution, discusses these ideas further in his latest book, Outgrowing God. Whether irrational or not, it does unfortunately seem plausible that if somebody sincerely believes God is watching every move, he might be more likely to do good, he confessed begrudgingly. I must say that I hate the idea. And I want to believe that humans are better than that, and I'd like to believe, I'm honest, whether anyone is watching or not. He's talking about character, and there's no moral foundation for character any longer. And that what he utilized to pour his religion of unbelief is into a mold of believing people. And so this man and his statues are all over our capital. A fool has said in his heart, there is no God, and he is the leader, the Godfather. And we then wonder, when we understand there is no fear of God before their eyes, then they begin to do as they will. There is no fear. So what is next? Richard Dawkins simply said Darwin made it possible for to live as an intellectually fulfilled atheist. Evolution, systematic division, even among churches as a culture establishes order, racial supremacy will become the norm. And that's what we see. And the systematic is taught in our schools. A moment of silence says nothing. Can we now pray in our schools? The events, we're going to have a moment of silence. Can we not pray and bring God back into the schools? In the 7th grade, when I was there, Herbert Spencer said the survival of the fittest is that which he sought to express in mechanical terms is what Darwin calls natural selection. It's taught in our schools. It's taught in our schools. And evolution is taught, and it has complete disregard for human life. And while we learned the horror of this Holocaust, we went to science class, and it was taught as a theory of behavior that disregards human life. When we speak prejudice, we discover every evil thing is there. God help us to return to the truth of His Word. Find us at What is True.